everybody, Mark, aka the Nerdy Punk, back again today for a new video. Tonight's video is going to be a review of the recently released movie called Blonde on Netflix. And Blonde is a biopic, or shall I say a loose biopic, about Marilyn Monroe. The movie officially bills itself as a reimagining of the life of Marilyn Monroe, and it's based upon a book, which is also a reimagining of her life, so there are some fictionalized elements to this story. And this movie is currently #1 on Netflix. A lot of people have been watching it, and a lot of people have been voicing their displeasure with it, and people really don't seem to like this one, generally speaking. I have mixed thoughts, and I wanted to kind of talk about it because ever since I'd heard about this movie, and the fact that it was a Marilyn Monroe biopic got me interested in the first place, but also that Ana de Armas was playing the lead role. And ever since I saw her first in Knives Out a couple years ago, I've been really interested in every movie Ana de Armas is in, because I think she is a very good actress when used properly. And I think she really shined in this movie, but the movie itself was not fantastic. So I have very mixed thoughts about this, like I said. Some aspects I really liked. Some aspects I did not. So let's talk about what I liked first. I really enjoyed the score, the cinematography to this movie. I thought it looked really good, although there are some really strange choices that they made with the movie. There are strange cuts, there are strange changes in aspect ratio to the movie, but I really liked the way that they used the score. And in some scenes the score was not present at all, in some scenes it was very heavily used, and I thought it fit the vibe of the scene very well. And it's a very depressing score that fits with very depressing subject matter. I liked how the film did not shy away from the tough stuff at all. It went straight in on things like trauma, abuse. There's several relatively graphic scenes, which is why this film does have an NC-17 rating, which is very rare for a relatively mainstream film these days. It doesn't shy away from the tough stuff at all. And I loved how this film explored mental illness, because that is something that I relate to a little bit, with struggles that I've had within my family and that kind of thing. And the themes of Marilyn kind of trying to avoid the cycle of not only abuse but the cycle of mental illness, and this fear that you may suffer from mental illness because of a family history of it, or your children may suffer from it. And I felt like that theme really hit hard with me in particular. I don't know if that is like common among all people who watch the film, or many people, other people who watch the film, but me in particular, that one hit me pretty hard. So there was some really good emotional moments behind it, but I did just feel like the character that was portrayed in the movie as Marilyn Monroe was pretty one-dimensional. Like, you could see there was at her core, she was a very good person that just got basically absolutely fucked by the system and the world in this movie. And I feel like they kind of reduced Marilyn in this case to this character who was just kind of the punching bag that the world, took out everything on. And I feel like there was many opportunities throughout the movie to give her more of a dimension and more of a well-rounded character that they just did not hit home upon. And that's my biggest complaint with the movie. I feel like it's also, by the way, another negative, it's also too long. It's nearly 3 hours long, and it did not need to be. There's many things that they could have shortened up and made this movie flow by a lot faster and a lot easier. It just feels like a really daunting watch, which is why, even though I feel like I need to watch it again to get a full idea of my thoughts on it, I really kind of don't want to watch it again because of the subject matter, because of the length, the unorthodox nature of the movie. There's a lot that makes me just not want to go out and rush to watch it again. But I think overall my opinion was positive, but barely into the positive category. I'm giving it a grade of 3 out of 5. Sorry, just barely above average. I did enjoy it, I guess, if enjoy is a word that I want to use in regards to this movie, but it was not without its flaws, definitely. And I'm interested to see how the opinion of this movie kind of changes over time, because it feels like a movie that people are going to have strong opinions on, and opinions that may evolve. So if you've seen Blonde, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on the film. And I hope you all have a great weekend. See you later.